Hey, how's it going, beard spoilers? In the last video, I told you guys how to use the beard balm. Let me just give you guys a little advice. With this stuff and with most stuff, a little bit goes a very long way. You'll think that you haven't got enough, but what you'll also realize is that when you go and look at your hands will still be all oily. That means that there's a lot. One of the ways you can kind of tell, I wouldn't recommend this, but I've done it. What you'll have left on your hand if you put it in your beard, you can you can rub it in your hair, and literally you'll notice like how real fast, like after a couple of minutes, it'll just saturate it. So just understand that just because guys don't think you got enough in there, chances are you did. But with that said, on the last one, I didn't really tell you guys how much to use, but you don't want to use more than no more than a pea size. Like if you took a pea and smushed it in your hand, you don't really want to use any more than that. This stuff is kind of the same way because keep in mind, this stuff right here, which is the day tonic, I'll show you a little bit closer. See how it's a blue bottle? I don't know if you can see that, but it's meant for midday. So basically, about halfway through your day, probably around your lunchtime, usually if you eat lunch at a normal hour, you'll put this in. It's just to keep the beard moist, to keep it from drying out, because when it dries out, it gets cracked and it gets damaged and ultimately becomes brittle, and then it breaks or it stops growing altogether. So you want to use this about midday, basically lunchtime, right after you get done with lunch and you're washing all the food out of your beard or whatever. You'll just put a little bit of this in. And like I said, if your beard's really short, like you're just getting started out, you're not going to use that much. And one of the things I like about the new droppers, I'll go ahead and show you guys here, is it's got numbers on it. Basically, I like to kind of do like a whole drop thing because it's a drop, but about 3 to 5 drops is all you're really going to need. I obviously need a lot more. Like I'll use this whole vial, but that's because my beard is really long. So, but basically I'll kind of show you guys there. You really, I don't know if you really see it. Yeah, you kind of can see how it's not that much. I mean, what you do is you just work it in to your hands. Don't drip this stuff directly on your beard. I had a guy tell me that, as one of my colleagues, and I was like, "What are you doing? No, no, no! You don't drip it on your beard directly. You'll end up applying way too much. You can't really measure it when you do it that way. I mean, I guess you technically can, but this way works just as well. And I like to think you have a lot more control over it, and you don't waste as much product. I mean, with any beard oil or beard balm, this stuff is expensive enough. And let's say we're not trying to gouge your pockets, and you're not trying to gouge your own. So do yourself a favor, apply it to your hands. It works the same way, and you don't waste it, okay? But as you can see, it's just nice and glistening. You notice how before they weren't all glistening? You just work it in. This one you want to work into the skin more so. I mean, yeah, the beard too, but you want to work it into the skin more because what ends up happening, the reason why you use the beard oil is because your face will stop excreting so much of the substance called sebum, and it'll start to dry out. And what this does is it supplements that. So, and it's got a bunch of other natural ingredients in it too that'll help like heal your face, heal your skin, stuff like that. But that's all you're doing is you're just working it in, right? Then take a comb, like I showed you guys in the last episode, a little V comb. It comes with the ultimate kit. I think it comes with it. I think you get it for free. Don't quote me, just in case it doesn't, but I'm pretty sure it does. And you just work it through. All you're doing is you're basically combing it through. You want to go from top to bottom. See, mine's kind of snagging, and I haven't really brushed it much today, and the wind's been kind of tearing through it. So, and like I said, this is also the same for the night tonic as well. So you can interchange this video for both. I mean, if you guys need to see another video, go right ahead. But the amounts are the same. So, and basically, see, like you just see me, like I only put like 3 or 4 drops on. And look, I still got it on my hands. Just means I didn't pull it all the way off my hands. No different than if you're putting lotion on skin or suntan lotion or anything like that. You'll know when you don't have any more because you'll basically rub it in. So, like I said, 3 to 5 drops, and I still have a lot on my hands. Good news is it smells really good, so I'd like to just put it wherever. Um, and that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this article. I was going to do one on how to use the shampoo and conditioner, but the concept is the same. You're going to use about, the only difference is the measurement. You're going to use about a quarter size of that one. So If you guys have any questions or comments, please feel free. Find me on Facebook. You can ask any one of the people that work at the Beard Struggle. They'll be more than happy to answer your comments and your questions. Um, I hope I hear from you guys again, and have a great day, Beard Strugglers.